Why are some mompreneurs able to create a systematic and custom-tailored lead generation strategy while others are throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something sticks? Why do some seem to get clients easily while others can't seem to book a client to save their lives? And why are some people getting crazy visible while others get little to no engagement on their content? In this free video training series, I will share with you the answers to these questions so you too can create consistent, scalable income to get you to six figures on your terms. Hi, my name is Allison Hardy, and I am the founder of the Lead Generation Lab, and I've helped hundreds of women create beautiful, scalable, heart-centered six-figure businesses on their terms. So welcome to my brand new video training series, Clients on Autopilot. In this first video, you're going to discover the 4 things that most mompreneurs forget when it comes to generating leads using social media. This awareness is going to immediately help you to start to attract absolutely ideal clients. Once you get this down, you'll start experiencing growth that can and will create a six-figure business, no matter how far away you may feel or be from that goal. So if you're confused about the how to find ideal clients in the online space, but you aren't getting any more clarity around where to find your ideal client in the online space, or you're experiencing feast or famine months that aren't creating a business that books clients consistently, stay with me because you're going to discover why mompreneurs just like you and me can create a six-figure business and why it's critical that you get your strategy handled right now. The goal of this training series is simple: to help you create consistent, scalable income and to get you to six figures on your terms. And that starts with a consistent, guaranteed, and automated lead generation strategy. Today, I'll show you the first step by helping you to start attracting absolutely ideal clients by avoiding 4 critical things that most online mompreneurs forget about, so you too can create a six-figure business. And that will give you a greater opportunity to experience a business that is predictable, scalable, and impactful on both your clients, yourself, and your family. Are you ready to make this happen? Before we dig in, I've got to warn you about something critically important. And not paying attention to this virtually guarantees you won't be able to consistently get new leads into your business, which will not help you at all to create a six-figure business. Right now, you might be thinking you just aren't capable of creating a strategy that generates new, warm leads daily. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if instead you were able to generate leads consistently and, more importantly, daily? I get this may be pretty different from what you've heard about lead generation, but this fundamental shift is the number one reason why this process works so well. In fact, you might have already tried to start attracting absolutely ideal clients by using a strategy that has been taught to you by a top coach, or that you've seen others use that are successful, or that has been handed down to you by your upline, and it didn't work out in the way that you hoped. Today, you'll see how to do this in a whole new way. I'm sure you'll agree, trying to consistently scale your income to six figures on your terms isn't always as simple as some people make it seem. It comes with its challenges. Like maybe you invested in that expensive automation that didn't work, or you hired the fancy coach that promised X, Y, and Z, and you've still yet to see that X, Y, and Z. Or even you've done the right things, but for some reason your audience still doesn't seem to be interested in becoming a client or a customer of yours. You wonder, can I really create consistent, scalable income? If this sounds familiar, I get it. So many of us mompreneurs have tried the exact same things. We've heard that little voice of doubt in our head, wondering if it's possible. And I'm here to show you that it is. That's why in this video series, I'm going to demystify the process of starting to attract absolutely ideal clients, which will save you a lot of frustration. And more importantly, a lot of time, because your time is the number one thing you can't get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. And I'm sure you didn't get into this whole online business thing to be chained to your phone or your computer all gosh darn day. In this first video, I'm going to share a process that I've developed after years of trial and error. I'm going to show you the 4 things that most online, heart-centered mompreneurs forget when it comes to getting qualified leads daily. If you want to create a 6-figure business, this will serve as a tremendous resource to eliminate that frustration and help you to start attracting absolutely ideal clients. I've developed this framework for you because I saw so many mompreneurs becoming completely sidetracked while trying to get a systematic and custom-tailored lead generation strategy that works for them and for their business. I know us mompreneurs need clarity because in full transparency, that was my story too. Before I outline the 4 things that most mompreneurs forget when it comes to generating consistent and qualified leads daily, and the specifics for each step, you might be wondering how I got into all of this and how I figured all of this out. Let me tell you so you can understand where it's all coming from. It started when I knew I had to create a systematic and custom-tailored lead generation strategy in order to start attracting absolutely ideal clients for my business. We had just hit rock bottom in my family. We were on food stamps. We had to pull our then 2-year-old out of preschool because we couldn't pay the $200 a month for his care. And we knew something had to change. But I wasn't sure I could do it because at that point I had tried it all and nothing worked. And to be honest, I doubted I could do it because I was at home trying to be the best mom I could be while trying to get work done in the mom cracks that I had in my day. And on top of that, I figured that someone like me who didn't have a husband who made a lot of money, who didn't have a huge chunk of change hanging around in savings, who was barely living paycheck to paycheck, would ever be able to invest in the way that I needed to in order to get the results that I so deeply desired. And to go even further, the results that my family needed me to create. So if any of this sounds familiar, let me tell you, I know exactly what it's like. I felt hopeless, and I even questioned myself whether I could actually do it. But I was tired of spinning my wheels. I had no other choice than to make this whole online business thing work. I knew that creating a systematic and a custom-tailored lead generation strategy was key to start attracting the absolutely ideal clients I was after. So I set out to find a way to make it happen. Once I got past my objections and began to spend time honing in on my craft and creating marketing that actually mattered to my ideal client, I started to see massive growth. This led me to start to attracting absolutely ideal clients, which is exactly what I was going for. And if you're ready for a business that is predictable, scalable, and impactful on both your clients, yourself, and your family too, you're going to love what's coming up. Because this story doesn't stop with me. Everything I'm about to share with you is the exact plan I followed to create a systematic and custom-tailored lead generation strategy. And it's led me to experience more freedom for myself and my family than I ever realized could actually happen. More importantly, this means you'll experience a business that is predictable, that is scalable, and that is impactful. And that's what I want for you. All mompreneurs could use that, which is why I want to make this easy for you. So coming up, I'll share exactly how I do it. The purpose of what I'm about to share with you in this video to help you avoid common pitfalls that a lot of mompreneurs miss and to help you quickly create leads so that you can start to attracting absolutely ideal clients. So as we go through each part of the process, I want you to identify obvious areas of opportunity for your current situation. You ready? Let's get started. Missing piece number 1. You're not speaking to your ideal client's pain point. You're speaking to the pain point that you know they have, but not what they identify they have. And so I teach through examples. I'm going to give you an example here. You help women lose the 10 to 30 pounds of weight they gained when they're pregnant. You know they need to count their macros. You know they need to move more. You know they need to drink less caffeine and more water. But all your ideal client wants to do is fit back into their skinny jeans. So your marketing, that's all you talk about. You need to be speaking to their exact pain points. Once you can relate to them on that deeper level and meet them where they are, that's when they'll become lifers. And you can serve them in a bigger and better way through your program, your service, or whatever it is that you offer. Missing piece number 2. You're talking about all the things and diluting your message. You're good at one thing At the root of your business should be one thing. Sure, there are multiple ways to achieve that one thing, but your messaging should be so clearly focused on that one thing that you become the go-to expert in that one thing. Let's go back to our example. If you help women lose that pesky baby weight, that's what you create content around, that one thing. And let's be totally honest here. When you have multiple clients who are suffering from the same thing, it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier and streamlined to help them get results. By serving clients with one problem, it helps you to go deeper into that one problem instead of spreading yourself and your expertise too wide. Missing piece number 3. You're constantly creating content instead of repurposing your content. It's true. You need to create a lot of content as an online mompreneur. But so many mompreneurs are stuck in content creation mode that once they create content, they move on, forgetting a crucial part here. Reuse that content. If you're spending hours creating content, then you sure as heck better make those hours count by taking that content and repurposing it to create more content. Now, we're going to be talking about this a little later on in our training series, but no. If you're creating content and then forgetting about it and crossing your fingers and your toes and your eyes and hoping that you find your next client through it, we got to have a little bit of a come to Jesus moment right now. This is not a realistic way to run your business. There has to be a tried and true strategy behind your content creation and your content repurposing. Missing piece number 4. You're not automating the visibility aspect of your content creation. Okay, so now you've repurposed the content. It's time to automate the posting, the scheduling, and the visibility of it. It's time to use tools that will run in the background of your business to do the heavy lifting for you. You do not have time to be tied to your phone or computer all day, and that's the last thing I want for you. So let's establish some systems to do the work for you and to take you out of your business. If you do not automate portions of your business, particularly the lead generation aspect, you're on the fast track to burnout, and ain't nobody got time for that. Now that you're more clear about how to create a systematic and custom-tailored lead generation strategy that produces results, a deeper question here is, how do you learn how to appeal to your audience's pain point in a way that's not victimizing or degrading? Instead, is empowering and results-driven. We're not in business to make our potential clients feel like crap. So how can we show them their pain points without being a downer and showing them where they're falling short in life over and over again? Hands down, this is the most important key to converting potential clients into paying clients for mompreneurs. If you can't create content from a heart-centered place that gets results, then how can you take that content and then automate it to connect with even more potential ideal clients? And without this, it means you'll be constantly looking for your next client. What if instead you could have your clients come to you ready to buy? This doesn't mean having to work much harder. It's about working smarter. A way better result for the same amount of effort? It's possible. Now, how do you create content that empowers your ideal client? That's exactly what I'll show you in the next video. If you're confused about how to find clients in the online space, this will serve as the foundation to becoming the go-to expert in your field for your potential clients. If you're experiencing feast or famine months, then you'll be able to quickly put this into practice to create content that sets you apart from all the other noise in the online space that your potential clients are trying to wade through to find you. Once you know exactly what to do, you'll see it's easy to create content that empowers your potential client and turns them from raving fans into buying clients. And I'll show you how to do that in the next video. Before we go today, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me, what would life look like if you create a system for bringing in absolutely ideal clients daily? How would life be different for you if you knew month after month what money was going to come in because you had a system to do that for you? Let me know in the box below. I'm going to read every message and I will respond to as many as I can. And if you found this video useful, please share it on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, even by sending a friend the URL to this page. What you've learned here today are the 4 most common mistakes mompreneurs make when it comes to generating consistent leads online. It's a game changer in helping you create consistent, scalable income to get you to 6 figures on your terms. It's a key step along the way in reaching your goal. And that's when you can start to attract absolutely ideal clients. And more importantly, have a business that is predictable, scalable, and impactful. And what you're learning in this training series puts you on the right path to get there. I can't wait to see you in the next video.